lot of people I've been sparing. Like, I've been sparing a lot of people, man, just for my peace, though. There's been a lot of shit going on that I've just been ignoring. I need to speak on it. Get it off my chest, get it over with. I need to get it off my chest, man. For real. Tell y'all how I started my awakening. How I started my spiritual journey, my awakening. I'm gonna start there. When I started rapping and everything, there was a lot of people with me. A lot of people with me. I was so young. There was a lot of people with me. I didn't really understand the business, like how to conduct business. I was too busy trying to like please everybody but myself. Tell y'all how I got into my awakening though. I was under spiritual attack and didn't know it. I was getting attacked spiritually and didn't know it. I thought it was just life, like how everything was going. I mean, the stuff steady happening in my life, I thought it was normal. But really, I was under attack. So once I started to wake up to me being attacked, my third eye started to open up. I started to see things different. When I first started rapping, they tried to initiate me in a cult, like a demonic cult. I turned them down. I ain't want no parts. And ever since then, they just been attacking me. They've been targeting me, targeting my family, targeting everybody around me. And a lot of my friends, they fell for it. They sold or whatever. A lot of my friends, they sold. They compromised. They've been compromised. They compromised everybody around me, really. My family, all my cousins, my friends, chicks I deal with, everybody. Like, I go in certain restaurants, they my food. And I got documents, I got all this documented. I got videos, I got everything. They follow me around everywhere I go. Tap my phone, hack my phone. Send people in and try to get close to me. Because they want me to join this cult. I don't want to join the cult though. I just want to live my life. I don't want no parts, none of that. I just want to live my life how I've been living it. But they don't want to let me do that because they need my energy. They like my energy. They got addicted to my energy. Because when I was asleep, before I was woke, a lot of these people, they use my energy to manifest. And if you're spiritual, you know what I'm saying. That's why, like, I had to go for a long time. I went without sex. I wasn't having sex or nothing for a long time. I went a long time without sex and everything because women were siphoning my energy through sex. Yeah. So I had to go a long time without, intercourse and everything. I went a long time. All my cousins, friends, everybody, they turned their back on me, everything. They been compromised. They joined the cult. That's why you see like a lot of stuff that's going on, like with them leaking all the songs and everything. They being controlled. They being controlled. The government controlling them. When I first started rapping, I had millions of views. I was doing millions of views a day. No label, no nothing. I ain't had no major deal. I never signed a major. Let me say that. I was doing millions of views every day. No label or nothing. And I brought all these people along with me. A lot of the people that was with me, they didn't start with me. I met them along the way, and I just said, all right, cool. I brought them with me. A lot of people didn't start with me when I started doing rap. I brought them along with me. I already had millions of views. About a couple of my friends or whatever, well, people I thought was my friends, they introduced me to this guy. Like, yeah, he'll be a good manager for you. He'll be a good manager for you. You should let him manage you. Cause I used to take my own phone calls. When I used to get bookings and everything, people used to call me. I used to take my own calls, like yeah. And I book my own shows and everything through my phone. I have my phone number up and everything, and they would call me through my phone and book shows. So they're like, man, you ain't got time for that, ooh. So they talked me into letting this guy manage me. G1, Mozzie, that's his name, G1, Mozzie. If anybody know, I'm from Chicago. I used to be in front of the store. It's called Cisco's. That's what the guy Mozzie, that's where he used to work at, Cisco's. So I used to hang up there every day, all day. I hang up there in the front of the store. You know, I hang up there. When I first started rapping, I'd be up there. Everybody knew me. I was one of the type of people, I could go in any hood, I could go anywhere. I ain't really had no beef with nobody. You know, I go anywhere and get the same love from everybody. Until all of that happening, they started recruiting haters and started paying people to go against me and everything. Like, a lot of these people that's against me, I never had like a personal issue, like a real problem with these people. Like, a lot of people that's against me, you can't ask them why they don't like me or how we fall out. You can't ask them that, because they ain't gonna have an answer for you. They ain't gonna have an answer for you. All this going on, ripped it. The government working against me. All my friends working against me. My family working against me. Everywhere I go, and they want me to sing. They want me to look crazy. They want me to get on here and sound crazy to y'all. But this is really what's going on. Like, I'm part of the 144,000. I didn't know that at first though. I didn't know I was chosen. I'm chosen for real. I didn't know that. I ain't know that. I didn't know that. I got spiritual gifts. I didn't know that I got real gifts. I didn't know none of this stuff until I started to awaken. I didn't know that I had spiritual gifts and everything. I didn't know why I was targeted. I didn't know why these people was attacking me. These people in real life demonic contracts. They got real life demonic contracts. These people sold their soul for fame and fortune. I never did that. They've been trying to sacrifice me for over 10 years. Even my child, these people try to sacrifice my child, man. Sacrifice my child, man. And this is crazy. Like, I'm in court right now. I'm going through custody battle right now with my son mama. She got me all in the courthouse, trying to pay me out to be mentally ill, telling the people I need to get my brain checked out. They working through her. I've been taking care of her kids since when they was little bitty babies. I raised her kids. Before I even had a kid, I raised her kids with her. So how I need my mental checked out. I got plenty sense. I done proved that already. I got plenty sense. I ain't end up like the rest of these people. I got plenty sense. Still, man, I ain't end up like the rest of these people, man. And they want to silence me because I know too much. I know too much. I know what the average person don't know. So they want to try to silence me, man. All of these people, they sold they soul. They work for the devil. I don't work for the devil. And they want me to join in the cult. But since I won't join, they got to pay me out to be crazy. So when I speak about stuff like this, people will be like, man, he don't know what he's talking about. He crazy. Man, he crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. This stuff is really going on. The guy that was managing me in the store, he introduced me to another guy. His name's Shamari Mitchell. They all from Jersey or whatever. Virginia, Jersey, whatever. Alright, so he introduced me to him. The whole time, all of these people, when I first met him, everybody already was on the same time. I was just the only one that didn't know. All of my friends, everybody was on the same time, and I'm the only one that didn't know. We doing shows, going to state, we doing all of the normal stuff. Whole time, these people trying to destiny swap. They're trying to destiny swap. They done already been spying through my life through divination. They already spying and looking into my life to see what I'm destined to have and what's all of this stuff through divination. So they already knew things that I didn't know. They knew about spirituality before I did. Let me say that. I didn't know nothing about spirituality at first. It was all new to me. They knew about all of this stuff though, and they used it against me. They spying on my life through tarot card readings, going to psychics, going to dark witches, and having them to look into my destiny and tell them like where I'm gonna be in 10 years or where my life is supposed to be set up. And then they going behind the scenes trying to destiny swap or block it from coming in. It's a lot of stuff that I don't speak on, man, because I know a lot of people don't understand this kind of stuff, man, and people go against what they don't understand. People go against what they don't know. They go against it. Some people just, they fear the unknown. It ain't meant for some people to understand certain stuff, Some people, it's just meant for some people to just stay asleep. It ain't meant for everybody. But this what's been going on with me. This what's been going on in my life. I'm targeted by the government. I'm targeted by, it's like to the point where a lot of these people, they work with the government. They work with Freemasons and Eastern Stars and all this demonic, straight demonic, all this devil worship shit. And I'm like one of the only ones with the platform I got, with the household name and everything, like with the fame, but I ain't have to do none of that they had to do to get it. So they hate me for that. And they target me for that. Because it's like, if I ain't gonna join the cult, it's like I'm bringing heat to what they doing. And I'm gonna say the things that people not gonna say. I'm gonna say the things that people scared to say. That's another reason. Like, I don't have no fear in me. That's another reason. Like, they can't scare me. They don't scare me. I know who I am. And y'all will be surprised who you'll be surprised the people that's in charge of this ain't doing nothing, man. Like the police, everybody know what's going on. They know what's going on because they follow me around, they tap my phone, they see everything that's going on. These people ain't doing nothing. They waiting on me to do something that's gonna leave me in jail so that they could keep everything they stolen from me. The guy that was supposed to be managing me or whatever, like when I was getting in the car accidents and all of that wasn't normal. Those were spiritual attacks. When I got in the car accident and broke both of my wrists, broke my jaw, that was a spiritual attack. I done survived so much witchcraft and death magic and people that lost their life. Real, like, I ain't just talking. This is real life. This is real life. I done survived so many spiritual attacks. God was protecting me from things that I didn't even know I was being protected from, man. I didn't even know until the attack was over. I didn't even know, like, the things that I done survived in life, I didn't even know. God was protecting me from things I didn't even know. And that's for a lot of y'all rappers, too. A lot of y'all rappers that want to be rappers and stuff like that, man. Make sure y'all know what y'all getting y'allself into, man. Make sure y'all know what y'all getting y'allself into for y'all want to be famous and want to be rappers, man. Because once you reach a certain peak in life, they gonna come after you. And everybody don't be with that, you know? Everybody ain't with the demonic. Everybody don't live like everybody don't want that. Everybody don't care to be, you know what I'm saying? See, a lot of these people do anything to be rich, do anything for money, do anything for a name, do anything to be somebody. I never was that kind of person. That's why I disappeared for so long. Went off the internet for so long. That's why I never really was the type of person that posted on the internet. So I never really cared for that kind of stuff, man. And they use the people around me against me because this is the things that they cared about. Stewie and all of them, all the people that used to see in all my videos, everybody that used to see that's in my old videos, ain't none of them around me no more. None of them. The guy that was supposed to be managing me, he tricked them all in the demonic to sell their soul, basically. He tricked them all, man. And you know, once you sell your soul, ain't no going back. Once you sell your soul, ain't no going back. Like, ain't no going back. But you gotta willingly do it though. They can't take it. You gotta willingly do it. You gotta willingly agree. Like, all right, yeah. They can't take it. You gotta willingly agree. Because if you a child of God and you connected with God, it's not gonna work. Because God's not gonna turn you over to the devil. Like, here, you can have him. Nah, he ain't gonna do that unless everybody got their own free will, man. And these people went against my free will, man. They like try to force me in. They try to initiate me and force me into demonic cult. I don't want to be in no cult. I don't want to be in no cult. I don't want that for I love my child too much, man. I don't want to raise my child like that. Because I love God too much. I wasn't brought up like that. Even though I don't go to church, I was raised in the church. Like, my mama took me to church. I was raised in the church. Even though I don't go to church no more, I was raised in the church. It's a lot of witches and warlocks in the churches. They all in the churches. So, it's a demonic world we live in, man. It's a demonic world we live in, man. And right now, these people, since I made that video when I spoke out, like these people do all kind of fraud and stole my identity, did all kind of fraud in my name, my royalties checks, did something to where my checks, the man show who I'm talking about, Shamari Mitchell, he put my YSN, what I started my YSN, he put that in his name illegally through the courthouse. Like, I wasn't nowhere present or nothing. Like, I don't even know how he got that done. He went and did some manipulation with the government,